On first down, it's Hurts. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up second down.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
The RPO, that one is complete, and he's out of bounds up beyond the 45-yard line. His first catch of the wild card game, and good for a first down.
I always think you can tell pretty quickly how comfortable a quarterback is in their offense, Mike, by how fast they work through their progression and get the ball to their check down underneath. And in this case, with the depth of the defense, a lot of space in the short game, get them the ball, pick up the first down.
Eagles in possession to start the second quarter, as they've got it with first and 10. From the shotgun, it's Hurts. He connects downfield to Dotson. From the 35, it's first and 10.
19 more yards. That's another Eagles first down. First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Off the play fake, Hurts. They go sideline, and he stays in bounds. Got the feet down in time. It's a first down.
That's another
A first down there on a gain of 12.
First and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Hurts again. Quick throw here is complete. And he's close to another first down. He's brought down just shy of the marker.
Receiver just finds himself in a really nice groove, and there's these weird times in the game, Mike, where it just seems like every ball comes your way, every play they call, you're wide open, and you just find yourself in one of those grooves that athletes talk about. So they got to continue to ride the hot hand, because right now in that field,
to the end zone, it's intercepted. Picked off by Akilo Witherspoon. And the Rams are going to get the football here, as it'll come out to the 20.
so much of that play comes down to the defender's positioning. Being able to get himself to a spot, to get his hands on the ball, and a chance at that pick. Mike, when that ball was thrown, me and you are sitting here saying, that's a touchdown. And instead, they force a turnover, and now their offense is back on the field.
The drive begins at the 20. Here's first and 10.
A lock for 60.
A shotgun snap to Stafford. Nakua pulls it in. It'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
So they have these rules for the receivers, Mike. They call them green grass rules. And the idea is if you're running across the field and you're looking at the quarterback, you're going to stay on the run. If you're not looking at the quarterback, that tells him, I'm going to sit in this soft zone. I'm going to what they call punch and pivot and stop. And that tells the quarterback to put the ball on your chest. That nonverbal communication between the receiver and the quarterback, recognizing when you're open, stay open, that's the stuff that makes a lot of these offenses so difficult to defend.
Parkinson in motion. Now the Rams going to use the first of their timeouts, and they'll get together prior to the second down play. Out of the gun, Stafford. This one complete to Atwell. And it'll be a short pickup. That's not enough for the first down.
Well, so often we see quarterbacks standing in the pocket, holding it, seeing if they can create something downfield. Well, Not that play. That play was simple. Snap the ball to the quarterback, spit it out into the hands of your receiver, and let's see what he can do.
Stafford will throw here on 3rd and 1. He's going to have the first down and then some. And it'll be taken down, but it takes them across midfield down to the 40-yard line. So they come to the line for first down and 10.
And a St. Louis first down.
180.
Stafford to throw again. The open man is Nakua. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. That's his 3rd catch of this first half, and good enough for a first down.
St. Louis first down.
32.
It's a gain of 17 yards. First down, Rams.
Omaha, ready, blue.
To the air again. Stafford. That's caught by Puka. That's catch 3 just on this drive. And it gets his team a first down.
Rams first down. A gain of 12. And the Rams first down.
Get it, 20. Hey, 54.
Atwell sent in motion here.
Stop.
Throwing again is Stafford. He gets it into the hands of Atwell. And he will get into the end zone. 2-2 Atwell. Touchdown, St. Louis. He is shining in this postseason spotlight. That's his 2nd touchdown of the game. And that is number 2. Greg, he is off to some kind of start in this one. 2 quarters and 2 receiving touchdowns.
Mike, this is one of those situations where as a defensive coordinator, you've got to give your group an answer. Because right now, they don't have one for this guy.
The extra point from Carty is good. And the Rams move out on top, 14-0. So following the score, here's Evans to send it away. Jackson now to return it. He'll get this up past the 20. That's where they'll set up shop. This drive starts at the 21. It's 1st and 10.
73. 73. On anyone.
They'll start on the ground with Barkley. He did not want to go down there. Carrying tacklers. It's a gain of 9.
Like the old adage, you run to set up the pass. This modern offense nowadays, we're starting to see that flipped upside down on its head. Typically, the success of the passing game is what allows teams to have success like this in the run game.
Once again, it's Barkley. And he'll have enough to move the chains. He'll take this forward for about 3 yards.
It's possible they could have tried to be a little bit more aggressive on 2nd down, knowing they had 3rd and inches in their back pocket. But I don't think anyone's going to complain. Pick up the first down, extend the drive, see if you can go score.
On anyone. Tiger Hornet.
They'll stay on the ground with Barkley. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that. So the Eagles will use their first timeout here as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. They'll try again here. 2nd and 10.
Great. On anyone.
Play action. Here's Hurts. On the run to the right. He'll get rid of it and complete it. And he's going to be brought down inside the 15. Here's a timeout for Philadelphia. That is their second as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this first half. On the move at the 14-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. That's going to be incomplete. That's going to bring up 2nd down.
So as halftime looms, Mike, they have to find a way to capitalize on this drive right here and make sure they end the half with some sort of points. Now, that incompletion, not ideal, but at the very least, it stops the clock. Catch your breath, get back in the huddle, and this next play, it's got to be a gotta-have-it best play call.
Now the Eagles will use the last of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in half number 1.
There's a lot of ways to get the ball in the hands of your running backs, and it's not always by just handing it to them. In this case, it's a simple check down, picks up a good gain, brings up 3rd down.
On 3rd down, it Hurts. That's in the end zone and intercepted. And the Rams are going to have the football at their own 1-yard line.
I'm not going to sit here, Mike, and say there's ever a good time to throw a red zone interception, but in this case, it's the first half. You have the rest of the game to get yourself back down here in the red zone and make up for that miscue, because next time they get down here, they got to be a lot more careful when they decide to air it out.
From his own end zone, it's Stafford. Finds Nakua on the slants. And the offense will take one here. Timeout with 6 left on the 2nd quarter clock. Here comes 2nd and 4. And they'll elect out to run another play. Instead, just take a knee. Take this on into the locker room. So, 1 half in the books. 2nd half coming up. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Who survives? Whose season continues on to next week? 1 half to decide it. Time for the 3rd quarter of the NFC wildcard game. And he is stopped at 25. His drive will begin there. On 1st down, it's Hurts. In trouble, and down he goes.
And again, it's their inability to prevent negative plays. It's a big reason, Mike, why they find themselves trailing in this game. First play of the series, they already put themselves in a massive hole.
Now Jalen Hurts on 2nd down. The open receiver is Dotson. Oh, nice open field tackle there. He could not get free. They're going to stop him for no gain.
Really well done here by the defense, Mike, executing this zone defense, and they've got to be able to pattern read. You're not just going to drop back to a spot and just play like a robot. Based on what the receivers do off the line, the defenders have different rules of where their zones move to. Well, they had that one dialed in right from the jump, and they were able to stop that play really before it got started.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but up past the 35. That's catch number 5 tonight, and it's good for a 1st down. So, 1st and 10 here now at the 38. A shotgun snap now to Hurts. Pass caught by Saquon. And they get this one across midfield to the 47-yard line. Nice chunk here in this good-looking drive. Pick up a 14 and a 1st down. To the air again. Hurts. He'll get this complete. That's A.J. Brown. And he'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
This is one of those throws where you're hoping you do most of the damage after the catch, but give credit to the defense. Once that ball was caught, they were on him quickly, and there was nowhere for him to go after the catch.
He'll get that out to Barkley. He'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down.
I think the days where cornerbacks are either unwilling or unable to be involved in the run game, I think those days are over, Mike. I think when you look around the landscape of today's NFL, yes, you have to cover, but you also have to be able to come up and tackle.
And the defense can't come up with a stop there. Gain of 7 and a 1st down.
This has been a really impressive drive, Mike, really from the start. And this is something defenses want to force offenses to do. Methodically work their way down the field, but they've been highly efficient. And
that's the 4th time tonight he's been intercepted. Picked up by Akil Witherspoon. And the Rams are going to take over at their own 28-yard line.
Mike, I think it's pretty clear what the message was by this head coach at halftime. He said, listen, guys, we're behind. We're trailing. We're going to come out early in this second half and be aggressive from the get-go and cut into this deficit. But oftentimes, reckless decision-making, over-aggressive play calling leads to turnovers. Now, this defense finds themselves heading back out onto the field a little earlier than expected, but they need to hold serve and keep this score right where it is.
In motion, it's the tight end, Higbee. Now a 1st down throw for Stafford. Unloads downfield, looking for Nakua. And he will take this one in. 71 yards. Touchdown, Rams. Well, that is a quick drive and the best way to finish it. The touchdown pass downfield. Greg, you rarely see a deep shot like that to start a drive.
You're right, Mike. We don't see it a lot, but I wish we did. It's actually the most efficient and safest down to pass the ball. And in this case, the defense is thinking run, and a lot of defenders up in the box, and they're able to strike deep with a pass play for 6.
So following the score, here's Evans to send it away. Jackson now to return it. And he'll manage to get this back only to about the 20-yard line.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Hurts to the air on 1st down. Short pass taken in by the tight end. And he's out past the 30 and out of bounds. 6 catches for him in the ball game now. And this one's good for a 1st down. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
32-yard line.
From the shotgun, it's Hurts. And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line. Here's 1st and 10.
That's another Eagles 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Hurts going to fire this one out to Smith. He's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard. Ball spotted at the 45. Here's 2nd and 8. To throw is Hurts. He's going to air this one out, looking for Dotson. And will move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line.
37. That's another Eagles first down. 1st and 10 at the 18.
A first down throw for Hurts. This one is caught by Dotson. And he's into the end zone. What a response! Jahan Dotson. Touchdown, Philadelphia. The extra point by Elliott is good. And the Eagles get back in it. It is 21-7. Remember now, with the amended rule, onside kicks are now legal outside the 4th quarter, and they get to try it from the 34-yard line.
That's a risky call here, but I understand what they're thinking. You find yourself down in the 3rd quarter. How do we steal some possessions? How do we get the ball back to our offense to cut into this deficit? But now in return, it's your defense that now has the tough task.
Alert! Hey!
In motion, it's the tight end, Higbee. First down, Stafford. Toward the sideline and taken in by Adams.
Now listen, I'm going to give the guy credit. It was a really nice catch, keeping his feet inbounds along the sidelines. It just doesn't amount to much in the grand scheme of things.
From the 38 now, here's 2nd down and 7.
22!
In motion, it's the tight end, Higbee. Atwell sent in motion here. Stafford now on 2nd down. That's over the middle and intercepted. And the Eagles are going to get the ball to start the 2nd quarter as time expires here in the 1st. So 1 quarter remains in this NFC wild card matchup. This is the NFL playoffs on EA Sports.
No touch that.
4th quarter starts, and it's a run for Barkley.
Yeah, so I think as you look back over the course of this game, it's really been the inability of this offense, Mike, to create any sort of balanced attack to get anything going. And whether you look at the rushing yards, whether you look at just the points scored, this offense has to find a way going forward to generate more big plays and more balance, both run and pass.
And he'll take this one forward for about 3, and that's a first down.
This is a situation that play callers love to be in, Mike. They have all their options on the table. 2nd and short, play action pass. You can run. In this case, they choose to keep it on the ground, play it safe, pick up the first down.
That's thrown right side, but incomplete.
And that's another brutal drop for an offense that has struggled to catch the ball up to this point. And yes, you can nitpick about ball placement and whatnot, but listen, the reality is at this level, if it hits your hands, you have to find a way to come down with it.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10.
Great, set. Right anyway, up. No, sir.
They'll fake the give. Now it's Hurts. He's going to air this one out, looking for Dotson. And the Rams are going to have it just past their 25.
It makes sense to try to push the ball downfield, Mike, and go to the air when you find yourself trailing by this deficit. But it also makes you very predictable. You see the defense, they're in nickel personnel, extra defensive backs on the field. It gets that much harder to throw when the defense knows it's coming.
They'll start this on the ground. It's Williams. He'll try to keep his footing, manages to work it ahead for a couple of yards.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and
8. Second down, 8 to go from the 28. In motion, it's the tight end, Higbee. Second down, it's Stafford. That'll be close. He's hit after the catch, and the ball comes free. That'll be picked up by the Eagles. And he is going to bring this one back. It is a fumble recovery for a defensive touchdown. And Greg, you talked about it all week. Not just stop them with the defense, but make impact plays, and that is as big a play as you can ask for.
Yeah, across the league, Mike, this continues to be a huge point of emphasis. Every defensive coach starts practice with takeaway circuits. How can we find ways to take the ball away? In this case, they force the fumble, scoop, score, 6 points.
The kickoff unit is out there, and they'll send this one away.
Late in the game, this is where you see teams really start taking some chances. And boy, this was a big one, but it's not going to work out.
First down, it is Williams. And he ran right through one tackle, fighting forward. Good gain on the ground of about 7.
I think every running back's dream is that he's going to run through a wide open hole and have breakaway touchdowns, but that's not necessarily the case very often in the NFL. So the backs that are the best are the ones that can get more yardage than maybe what's blocked for. And I think this is a nice physical gain here that they can continue to build off of as the game unfolds.
Now a second down throw for Stafford. He is hit before he can get rid of it, and down he goes. So the Eagles will use their first time out here. Talk things over before third down.
Up until this point, this pass rush has been pretty non-existent, so a pretty good time in the game to get their first sack. They're trying to get off the field and give the ball back to their offense and see if they can pull off this comeback.
This crowd into it now as we get to third down.
Big 20. Get wide. 59.
From the shotgun, it's Stafford. The open man is Nakua. Catch number 7 so far in this one. And a first down.
So this is a part of the game that everybody works on, Mike. They call it 4-minute offense, and you don't necessarily have to have 4 minutes on the clock. But the whole idea is we possess the ball late in the fourth quarter with the lead. The goal is we want to end the game with the ball. So that third down conversion is going to go a long way. Protect the ball, continue to pick up first downs. If they do that, I don't even think their opponent sees the ball again.
A first down throw for Stafford. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away. And that'll set up second down.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
Second and 10.
Set. Waiting. Easy, alert. White. Hey, give me radar.
From the gun, here's Stafford. He gets it into the hands of Atwell. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. The defense uses its second timeout here. And don't forget, clock going to stop when we hit the 2-minute warning as well.
And a St. Louis first down.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Williams gets it on the draw. This defense all over this one. They get him down behind the line. It's a loss of a couple. And third and final timeout taken by the defense. So the 2-minute warning, the only clock stoppage they have left. After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13.
Set! 260!
It's another run here for Williams. And he's going to be swallowed up again. Back-to-back runs, back-to-back losses. Now it's 3rd down.
You know, at this point, the defense has to sell out and stop the run. You know exactly what the offense is trying to get accomplished by keeping the ball on the ground. But now the question remains, are they willing to take some risk here and put the ball in the air on 3rd down? Or do they play it safe and keep running the clock by keeping the ball on the ground?
Double right! Set! Double 20! Drill right, 22! Moving ahead.
They'll drop to throw. Oh, do you believe it? It's intercepted. Picked off by the rookie from Texas. And he's going to bring this one back the distance. Touchdown, Eagles. So they're not level yet. A critical extra point attempt to follow. The extra point is good. A big one as we are tied late in this football game. Tie game. Still time to break that tie, though, as you see. Maybe run a 2-minute offense. And the kick's in the air. And there'll be no return forthcoming, so the ball comes out to the 35. They'll come up for 1st and 10. The shotgun snap to Stafford. That is incomplete. No way to force the football in there. Good coverage. It'll bring up 2nd down.
Great job there defensively, separating the man from the ball. And this is the moments of the game where you need your best players to step up. And this guy's showing what he's capable of doing in the game's critical moment.
On 2nd down, here's Stafford. That ball intercepted. Picked off by Adoree Jackson. And he is going to score. A pick 6 for the touchdown. Elliott on now for the PAT. He knocks it through. And the Eagles go up by 7. 28-21. So the lead is 7 now. Here in this 4th quarter, the tie has been broken. Let's see what happens on this kickoff. From the 6, here comes a return. And he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line. Here's 1st down.
Hold on. Check. 180.
Out of the gun, Stafford. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver knew what was going on. That's incomplete.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the...
And that could be the dagger. It's intercepted. Picked off by Jahad Campbell. Late in the game, a big turnover goes back the other way. A back-breaking score.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, Mike, you're just trying to make something happen. You find yourself trailing, less than 2 minutes remain. You're just taking some chances. In this case, the chances backfire and the other team's able to capitalize and take it all the way back for 6.
So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. And we'll see a return here from his own end zone. He gets swarmed under. Doesn't even get to the 15. This is 1st and 10. On the play fake, here's Stafford. That's right side. He's got Ferguson. And he'll be written out of bounds after a gain of 6.
This is a great example of why teams want to stay out of what they call passing downs, where a defense doesn't have to honor the run. In this case, they do. And, man, the play-action pass just works off of that and can really lead to some chunk plays.
Working out of the gun, Stafford. Right side, complete to Nakua. And he's going to get this to the 37-yard line. Now the Rams going to use the first of their timeouts. And it comes with exactly 1 minute left in the game. They have 2 timeouts, but not much time. Down 2 scores as we get to 1st and 10. Going right back to Nakua, complete. And they'll get about half what they needed. It's a pick number 5 and sets up 2nd and 5. Stafford to throw again. That's to Parkinson, open right side.
Not a whole lot complicated about this play, Mike. That was understanding where the holes of the defense were. Remember, in this zone coverage, you got to find green grass, get past the first down marker, be friendly to the quarterback, and then the ball has to be out on time before those zone defenders can react to the receiver. It's exactly how it played out here. You can drop all the fancy plays you want, but when the quarterback and the receiver see it through the same set of eyes, it's virtually impossible to stop.
Here's 2nd down. They'll throw once more. Here's Stafford taking a shot downfield for Adams. And he's going to set his guys up well. Nice return. The offense is going to have it just past the 40-yard line.
And that should be the final dagger in this one. I mean, barring something dramatic happening here, Mike, I just don't think there's enough time or possessions left in this game to pull off any sort of comeback. Throughout this entire game, we've really seen this quarterback operate very efficiently, not only being able to spread the ball to multiple playmakers, Mike, but really complete a high percentage of his passes. So can't let that last incomplete break what's been a really nice rhythm so far.
Very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete. Jahan Dotson was the intended receiver there. 3rd down coming up. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. Taken in by Dotson. And this is going to be a touchdown. They are going to extend the lead here in the final minute of play. They get the job done in the air. Greg, that is a play we see often. It's also a play we see work very often.
Mike, that 4 vertical route, it puts a ton of pressure on the secondary. But in order to do that, you have to give your quarterback time for those receivers to get downfield. Give credit to the offensive line. That's exactly what they did. They're able to take advantage for the strike.
Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. will just hope to stay on his feet here, picking his way forward for a gain of about 4.